You're listening to the Orange Power Podcast, a product of Oklahoma State Athletics. Here are your hosts, Jessica Maury and the voice of the Cowboys, Dave Hunziker.
Time to catch up, as always, with Coach Boynton as we talk Cowboy basketball. You know what's interesting is if your circumstances were different and you were eligible, you'd be right in the mix for an NCAA tournament berth. I mean, you look at the net and look at the fact that you're in the top 5 in schedule strength, you'd be right there. Possibly in, according to the bracketologists.
Yeah, we haven't talked about it with our team, the bracketology talk, and but yesterday when we came back after taking Tuesday off, I thought it was important that I share with them that we have done some good things. We haven't done all the things that we wanted to do, but going into Monday, if you check Joe Lunardi's projections for that day, we were one of the last 4 teams in for his daily bracket. And that was at the time being 12-12 and 5-7 in the league with 6 games to go. So, yeah, under normal circumstances, you would be dangling that carrot out there for you guys daily about, hey, let's take care of these home games. Let's try to steal 1 or 2 on the road. Let's get to the conference tournament and make a run. And we'll be in the mix to really get in the tournament and possibly, with the right combination of wins, maybe have a really good seed in the tournament, not be on that proverbial 10-9-8 bubble type line. But those aren't the circumstances, and so right now we just got to try to continue to motivate ourselves for personal pride and pride in the program itself.
So does that little nugget have any meat to it with the players? And when I say that, the fact that they could say, if they finish strong, hey, we would have been in, but does that resonate with them at all? It's almost kind of a back at you type of attitude, a kind of a point to prove. Does that have any weight with the guys, or do you think not?
No, I think it goes both ways.
Okay.
To a certain degree, I think it does motivate them to maybe at the end of the year, if we finish strong here, have the people talking about the tournament mention us as, had this not been the unfortunate circumstances, Oklahoma State would be in this field, and we'd be talking about whether they could make a run through whatever bracket they were in. But there's also the other part where, as a 19, 20-year-old, you'd rather not be told that you should be able to do something that you're not going to be able to do. It's like, all your friends get to, have a good time and go out on a weekend, and you get told, hey, if you stay home, you'll be able to advance your career a little bit more. And then the opportunity to advance your career comes, and they say, yeah, you know what? Your friends didn't do anything wrong. Let's they can advance also, and maybe you need to stay home again. So it's been a difficult situation, and we just try to focus on the day, try to enjoy the moment, appreciate the opportunity we have to play, and think about one another as much as we can.
Since the start of the month, roughly, so let's say over the past 2 or 3 weeks, who's the most improved player? Who's jumped the most in that time?
I would say Musa Cisse is a guy I would point to whose game has slowed down and whose production has consistently improved. He's getting more comfortable offensively, which is where he struggled the most early in the year. And then his rebounding has been consistent for us over the last couple of weeks. And his rim protection, although it doesn't always show up on the stat sheet, is evident by the way teams don't always drive in the lane to score as much as they would when he's not on the court.
What does he need to do in the offseason to give him the chance to be even better next year?
Well, the biggest part is just this spring and summer attacking his body. He didn't have the 8 weeks of summer with us last year as he was going through the NBA draft process and then was in the transfer portal, and we luckily were able to get him out of it. So he missed that time with our strength and conditioning coach and with his teammates, really just getting confidence in what we do here and how we go about things. He's got to get better balance in his legs and his hips and his feet. He's got to get a little bit more agility to be able to finish over both shoulders. And then, obviously, his free throw percentage has to rise. He's got to get more comfortable at the free throw line. And then just getting an offensive weapon, a move that he can go to consistently to get the shot he wants and maybe a counter. So really a strength and conditioning and confidence, and then one defined offensive move that we feel like if we throw the ball into him, we're going to get a positive result.
While the game at Kansas didn't go the way you would have hoped, the West Virginia game did. In just about every way imaginable, everything was good. As you try to get through and I don't want to use the phrase try to get through, but as you try to make the most out of what you have left, how beneficial is a game like West Virginia? Something you can show that's like, look how good we are when we do everything right on both ends. How much does that help?
I think it helps tremendously, and it'll help when we go into the offseason to talk to our guys about some of the opportunities missed when we didn't play that way, and how, next year without the postseason ban hanging over our head, we'll be able to take advantage of those opportunities, knowing what's at stake for the team. There's really nothing at stake for this team.
Right.
There's nothing to lose. As crazy as that sounds, we lost it all already.
Yeah. Do you find yourself like even waking up? I mean, I don't want to say in a funk, but it's just an odd place. I mean, even in my very auxiliary role, I find myself fighting that. I can't imagine how you would feel. I mean, it's just so strange. I think it is really strange.
Yeah, having never been in this situation, I'll be honest, going into the year, I didn't think it would be as difficult as it's been to manage it through the year. But they're kids, and naturally, their outside influences start telling them about the things they need to do individually to put themselves in position for their future. And it's not easy for them to fight that off when the team goals are unattainable. And so as a staff, we've tried to continue to find different ways to motivate them to stay locked in about what our team needs to do best to have success. And we've just been inconsistent with doing those things. But the West Virginia game was one of those games where we were locked in. It was coming off a disappointing performance in Fort Worth. And our guys responded to the challenge of dominating the game in the paint, sharing the basketball. And obviously we had a great home crowd that day, and I look forward to finishing these last 3 home games with the same type of intensity and energy in Gallagher Arena.
And the first in those home games is a date with Kansas State, who suddenly is hot and in the mix for the NCAA tournament. They've won 4 of their last 5, 2 of those on the road at TCU and at Iowa State. And a little run started for them with the win over Oklahoma State in Manhattan. What's changed or what's improved with them in this recent little run?
Well, they're playing with purpose. I mean, I think they're probably the opposite of us, right? There is hope out there for them. They're hovering around the same kind of numbers we are. They're right there, 1 game ahead of us in the conference standings. And they know if they win 2 or 3 of their last 5 games, they'll be right in position to get to the Big 12 tournament, win a game or 2, and really continue to enhance their numbers going into postseason. So there's a lot at stake for them. Their kids, you can tell, are playing with a sense of purpose, that there is something for them to attain, even with the slow start that they had in conference. And that's the difference in the mentality that can be when there's something out there for your team to accomplish as a group versus not being able to accomplish that thing as a group in our case.
Well, and then you go Saturday, Monday again, and a chance to sweep Baylor if you can beat them at home on Monday. That would be a sweep over the defending national champions. So I would think that would be some good motivation, right?
Absolutely. And those are the type of things we've tried to keep at the forefront of our guys' minds, is the things that we can do, not as much on the things we can't do. And we've already got a win over the number 1 team in the country on the road. We won our preseason tournament. We've had some really good wins throughout the course of the season, and so trying to focus on what the legacy of this team will be, hopefully finishing with a winning record, being in the top half of this conference, the best conference in the country, will be a big-time carrot for these guys, considering all that they've gone through, and playing against K-State at home during our reunion weekend, and then Baylor are 2 opportunities for us to put ourselves in position for that.
You referenced the reunion weekend. It's appropriate, really, that it worked out that it's Kansas State because they're one of the old rivals that goes back for decades, but you've got a bunch of the old guys coming back. That'll be fun.
Yeah, representatives from every decade, starting with the 50s. And so
wow.
I'm interested to see the type of stories that are shared and the wisdom that's passed on. There'll be a lot of shared experiences from those guys even back then. And I think we'll have even guys as young as Lindy Waters, who just got his opportunity with the Thunder, and Kendall Smith and Cam McGriff back. And so we got a representation across the program. And it's something that makes us really, really proud to represent this school because of all the people that have come before us.
Stay with us. Oklahoma State's indoor track team is having a fantastic year, and we'll talk to Dave Smith, the head coach, after this.
Hello, sweet babies. Welcome to your new home. You have changed our life, and you may even change the world. And because of you, 2021 is the best year ever. Mercy has helped moms deliver babies for nearly 200 years. To find out how to welcome your baby at Mercy, visit mercy.net/OSUmom.
At Academy Sports and Outdoors, bikes for the whole family are just a click away. Buy online at academy.com with our free in-store assembly. Your next set of wheels, plus helmets, pads, and water bottles will be waiting for you at our in-store pickup counter. Get to the fun faster with our in-store pickup and free assembly at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Welcome back, and we're joined now by the Director of Track and Field and Cross Country, Dave Smith. Oklahoma State's having maybe your best indoor season, or one of them?
Yeah, if you look at kind of our performances and the marks we've put down so far, we've kind of totally rewritten our top 10 lists, all-time lists, and had a number of school records and a lot of depth. So, yeah, from that standpoint, we're doing really well. Of course, we've still got, the conference championship and the national championships, which is where we ultimately measure ourselves, but so far it's been a great year.
I believe both teams ranked in the top 30 right now, as a matter of fact. So what do you think has been the key to your success indoor-wise this year?
I think we've just had, a lot of young guys in the past are just starting to come into kind of the full effect of training and having a few years under the belt, men and women both. Starting to get a little older. We've been young for a few years now, and I think right now we've got some guys that have been around for 4 or 5 or even 6 years with COVID, prolonging their careers, and so we've got some more experience, more maturity, leadership-wise. I think that's important. And then really it's just attitude. I think a lot of these guys the bar has kind of been raised throughout the NCAA, really in track and field worldwide, and I think athletes are responding to that.
How's that? Why's that bar been raised? What's happened?
It's a really good question. I think there's a lot of factors. I think the forced time off due to the pandemic, and a lot of athletes who normally are, especially in college, are racing cross-country, indoor, outdoor, and then summer races. There's no time to recover and kind of have downtime. And the pandemic gave everybody, 6 months to a year of semi-downtime. That probably helped a little bit. There's new technology in shoes. I think, a lot of shoes now have carbon fiber plates in them that might be helping a little bit. I think another part of it is just the psychology. I think, when Roger Bannister broke 4 minutes in the mile, it was something that could not be done. But as soon as he did it, the floodgates opened. And I think the U.S. has about 700 sub-4 milers now.
Wow.
And in the 50s, we had 0. So,
wow.
And really, that's all exploded recently. I think as the bar starts to rise and people respond to it, what seems possible and what athletes believe they can do changes. And, I think that's part of what we're seeing right now.
You've been so strong in cross country for a number of years. I mean, longer than a decade, national championships, always in the hunt for the national championship. So now we're seeing success on the indoor side. And it's very different. I mean, obviously, indoor, you don't have those long-distance events that would translate from cross-country over to outdoor. So what maybe have you done to sort of set yourself up for success on the indoor side, which is a lot different?
Well, we've got to, you've got to recruit a full track team. We've got some really good athletes in other event areas, the sprints, jumps, throws, pole vault, the heptathlon, decathlon. So we've got contributors everywhere. And then a lot of those cross-country kids, they've just got to adapt. And, it's not a 10,000 for the men, but we've got a 5,000, we've got a 3,000, we've got a mile. One of our best cross-country guys just ran 3:56 in the mile. And for him, that's almost a sprint, a mile. It's almost too short for him. But he's now number 2 all-time at OSU with his 3:56, and he's really a 10,000-meter guy. So he's got to adapt and find a place where he can be successful and a way to be successful.
Isai Rodriguez is one of your stars, but he was involved in a car accident recently, as many people know. What can you tell us about how he's doing?
Like always, he's just eternally optimistic. And he came off that car wreck and said, "Hey, I'm racing in 2 weeks, aren't I? I'm going to Seattle." I said, "Well, I don't know." He said, "We're going to have to wait and see. We don't know how you're going to do." He said, "I'll be fine." And he had to miss some time. He couldn't run for a while. He had some medical conditions that came out of that accident that prevented him from training for about 10 days. And then he got cleared right before we went to Seattle, and I kind of suggested that maybe he should take a week off and kind of get back into training first, and he wasn't having it. So he took him to Seattle, and he didn't run his best time, but he ran a lot better than I thought he would, and he's coming back quickly. And I think we've got the Big 12 meet in 8 or 9 days now, and I think he'll be ready to go.
So what are your expectations thinking about the Big 12 conference meet and then on to nationals? What's sort of running through your mind in terms of, hey, what can we achieve? What can we do?
Well, it's indoor track is a tough time for us. We don't have an indoor facility, right. And so we have a lot of time we just can't train. And so especially our explosive athletes, the sprinters, jumpers, and throwers, there's times during the year, today's one of them, where there's just no training to be done. They can't do their sport. They can't do what they normally do because of the weather. It's just too dangerous to be outside trying to do what they do. So we take time off. And most of our competitors aren't under that situation. They have indoor facilities, indoor tracks, indoor practice facilities. So our goals are always to win the conference, and the same is true going to this year. Texas and Texas Tech are both really good teams. I think Texas is, both of them are in the top 10 nationally, I believe, and a very good program. So if we can hang close with them and at least get in the top 3, I think that'd be a fantastic season for the men. The women, I think we came into the season with a real shot to win the conference title. But in the last month or so, we've dealt with the injury bug a lot. And I think, typically 150 points might win the conference meet, and I think we've lost what we had kind of earmarked about 80 points worth of athletes in the last month that aren't going to be running. So if you think, well, we thought we were going to score 150, now we're down to about 70. Again, I think if we can hold on and stay in the top 3, that'd be a fantastic season for the women.
Stay with us. Jessica has a visit with one of our outstanding OSU men's golfers. Stick around.
When we made the decision that we were going to build the Durant Solar Farm, we had the idea of an anchor tenant, and the first one that we thought about was the Choctaw Nation.
It was a perfect fit for us whenever OG&E approached us about this relationship and this idea. They reflect a lot of our same values. They're about growth of our communities. They're about growth of our state. They're trying to help us preserve Oklahoma, our heritage here in the Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma.
Decorative towel.
There was a mess. I wiped up a mess.
Yeah,
Welcome back, football fans. We'll see you in the fridge.
Welcome back to the Orange Power Podcast. I'm Jessica Maury, and we are talking at Cowboy Golf today with Eugenio Chacarra. How are you doing today?
Doing good. Thanks for having me, Jessica.
All right. So we haven't talked a ton of Cowboy Golf on the podcast. So first things first, let's just kind of talk about this season with Cowboy Golf, how things are going.
We're doing pretty good. We won our first event in Hawaii, the Amerami, and we just finished second in Gatesville. So we have a deep team. We're working hard every day for get our goal. That's win the NCAA in June. So I mean, all of our guys in the team are really, really good, and they all work very hard. So I mean, it's going to be a nice year for us, and we're trying very hard to win the NCAA.
And speaking of the tournament in Hawaii, you played extremely well on the final day. You shot at 10 under 62, finishing 19 under to win your first collegiate win. How exciting was that for you? You also set 2 course records, and one of the records you broke was Victor Hovland. So how cool was that to go out there and have that kind of success?
Yeah, I mean, it was a good week for me. I mean, I've been working really hard for the last couple years, but I had a really good preseason back home in Spain over the winter, so I knew my game was there. Like you said, I played before the tournament started a couple rounds, and one of the courses Victor has the record, and I got lucky enough to beat him and get that record. So I knew going into the last round, we were 10 back and 5th as a team, and I knew that was a course that you can go pretty low, so I just tried to focus, and I know my game was there, so I went off to a good start, and I kind of could finish it up, and the team won it by 1, so we were really proud of all of them, and we're going in the right direction for sure.
What was it like getting to celebrate with everybody out there?
It was fun. I mean, it's something that I really wanted to. It took me 3 years to win my first event. I finished second probably like 6 or 7 times. So finally having the win, it was really nice, and just seeing how the hard work is paying off. So I'm really proud of what I'm doing, and I think I'm going in the good direction, like I said.
What do you think put you over the edge for this one, for you to be able to get that first win?
Well, I mean, it was everything. Like my preseason, like I said, I worked back home with my psychologist, my coach, my strength coach, and just figuring out what was the thing that was not letting me win events. And we figured out the putting was kind of like giving me down a little. So we tried a new, different style of putting and been grinding on it, and it's been working great. And I kind of like have fun again on the greens. It was kind of like a struggle before. I was just every time I was on the greens, I'd kind of like struggle to make a good stroke or just trying to focus in just enjoying it. So with a new style of putting, it's kind of changed a lot of my game, and I'm actually like really, really excited for the season.
How did you change your style of putting?
Well, I used to putt a normal, conventional with a short putter, and I went totally to a different one. I went to the broomstick. I don't know if you know what is that, but it's kind of like a long putter that you just got it like up with your left hand and low with your right hand. And it's something like my mind never tried or anything. It was completely new. It's like when you learn a new language. So it really helped me working hard on that, and something that I never used or never be used to it. So I just put out all my thoughts of my mind with the other things, and I kind of like work hard with my psychologist and with trying to figure out the speed and everything with that style, and it's been great.
You mentioned you're a psychologist. How important is that for the sport of golf to have, you have your strength coach, every golf coach, but you have a mental coach. How important is that, and what do they bring? How do they help you?
For me, it was a game changer, to be fair. I mean, I just never thought, like, I started working with him, and he kind of filmed my first events, and then he put it to me in a room, just me and him, and I never thought I looked like that on the course. So for me, it kind of changed a lot how I play, what I need to do, and what I need to get to. Because, like, when you're playing, you don't realize the things you're doing, how many gestures or how many things are you complaining about. So once you see yourself after, when you're just trying to analyze the round, it just helped me a lot. So it's been a year and a half since I started working with him, and I think I changed a lot how I'm as a person and how I play golf. So, I mean, for me, it's something important, and I have a lot of confidence with him. He's a great guy. He used to play basketball professional. He played a couple Olympics, and he's from back home from Spain. So I have a really good relationship with him, and it's been helping me.
That's awesome. And how often do you talk with him?
We try to do once a week on our FaceTime, but when I'm home, I kind of like, he lives close to me, we're neighborhoods, and he just come when I go practice, and he come with me pretty much every day. So it's just nice to have someone there that knows how hard it is to be up in the elite sport and what things you go through. And when you're playing great, you're great, but when you're not, you look like the worst in the world. So it's something good to know and give some experience for people that have been in those positions.
Okay, that's awesome. And you transferred to Oklahoma State from Wake Forest. What brought you to Oklahoma State?
Well, I just wanted to play in the best golf school ever. So, I mean, I've had a good year my freshman year at Wake Forest, and I thought, like, my game at Wake Forest wasn't going to be ready after 4 years to go on the PGA Tour, and I just see all these guys going on tour, Matthew Wolff, Victor Hovland, Ricky Fowler, and all these guys that came from Oklahoma State. So when I get in the transfer list, I get a call from Coach Bannon, and I was super excited for it, and I just always was been a dream of me to play for Oklahoma State. When I was in high school, I wasn't good enough because I kind of like started golf a little late. So I just, after grinding and working hard, I had the opportunity to come here, and it's a dream come true, and I'm really, really happy to be here, and I'm excited for the team and what we're going to get this year.
And you mentioned watching Oklahoma State in high school. That was back in Spain. You were paying attention to Oklahoma State?
Well, yeah, I just follow golf, and actually my senior year of high school, Oklahoma State won nationals. So it's what's kind of like when you just follow golf and college golf, when you want to come to the U.S., you kind of follow all those Instagram pages and all like golf stat and everything, and you saw Wolff making that putt on 15 in Carson Creek to win nationals in 2018. That was like the year I was going to get into college in that August. So I was just like, I mean, Oklahoma State is like another world. Like me, like in Spain, we follow soccer a lot, so we said like Oklahoma State's playing like for Real Madrid. That's like the best team soccer, and then Wake Forest is also a great team, but it's more like playing for like middle table.
And you mentioned that you got into golf late. You started with soccer. So what was your journey from soccer to golf?
Yeah, that's actually funny. Like I started playing soccer like I think every guy in Spain. In school, they play soccer, just as like how high school works here for basketball or other sports. So in Spain, you just play soccer in the playground and with your friends. So I was playing soccer, and I also play golf, but I didn't play as much golf as soccer did. And one time when I was 15 years old, my dad and me, we just decided, I just got hurt with my wrist one day, and I guess I just didn't want it to. I needed to choose one of the two if I wanted to play elite sport, because like when you're doing two, it's very hard to, with school and everything, to do both at the same time. And we decided to do golf, and I mean, I'm very proud of what my decision is and how I'm doing in the sport of golf.
So you injured your wrist playing soccer. But then how was that rehabbing that for golf? That's a vital body part for golf.
Yeah, well, I broke my wrist, and I was probably off for 3 months without sports, and that's when I just clicked in my head. I was like, I need to choose one of the two. I can go with soccer, or I can go with golf, and I just felt like my background and everything, and my friends and everything were more like golf guys, so I just tried to. I wasn't, like I say, I never, like when I was 15, 16, I wasn't the best at all, but I just thought, like, if I can grind it, and I like it a lot to practice golf and just be out there in the golf course, while soccer is only 1 hour a day, 1 hour, 2 hours a day, where golf you can be there for 6 or 7 hours. So I just decided to go for golf, and I think my decision was good.
So when you were 15, that's when you decided to do full-time golf.
Yeah,
so you haven't even been golfing that long, full-time, you would say, and you're already, being called one of the best collegiate golfers in the country right now. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been good. I mean, I'm working really hard, and it's been nice to be top 5 in the world and being one of the best college players in the nation. But I mean, the goal is to be number 1 in the world in professional golf. So we had a lot of work to go and a lot of work to do.
Were you, confident when you got to the United States that, during your time in college you would be considered one of the best collegiate golfers?
Well, that's like I set some goals every year and everything, and one of my goals was obviously the freshman year. It was just see how it is out there. I mean, I never competed in the U.S. until I came here when I was 18, so it was just kind of like working hard and see what I have. And I was lucky enough that I qualified for my first event as a freshman, and I finished 3rd. So I got exempt for the next one, and I kind of like played pretty good for the first 4 weeks. So I kind of was very still on the lineup. So I had a really good first year, and I had a lot of experience and played with good players like Cameron Young, that's on tour now, Alex Fitzpatrick, that's one of the best college players as well, that's out there with me. And we just have a decent, pretty good team. So I just had a lot of experience my freshman year awake. And then transferring here to Oklahoma State and having that gap year of COVID that we didn't play helped me a lot to kind of like see what I needed to get better at to be on the top. And then after that COVID year, I had a great year last year. Was first team All-American, finished up there in a lot of events. I think I have like 7 top 10s, and 4 of them were top 5 or second positions. So, and I won my both matches at nationals. So it was a good year for me, and I'm just trying to learn and get better every day.
You mentioned that COVID year. What was that like for you being, from Spain and having to travel back and forth? Were you able to travel back and forth? How long had you been away from, did you have to be away from your family?
Well, I was lucky enough that my dad saw the thing was getting pretty bad, so he flew me back from North Carolina to Spain. So I just had my season in Spain, and when we live in Madrid, we live kind of like 20 minutes from the city, so we have like a little house and close to the course. So we were really lucky we could still practice, and I was doing with my coach and everything. So it was a pretty decent COVID and quarantine for me. Like we just practice every day and just play with my sister and play with my dad and me with my family. So that thing helped me a lot to see where I was not as good as other players and where I wanted to get better at. So that 4 or 5 months that we were in quarantine back home, just grinding in my swing and a couple things I needed to fix, and those 4 months helped me a lot for this improvement and being that better as a player for the next year that I had last season.
And then you were able to come from Spain to Stillwater right after quarantine. What was that kind of adjustment like? Because you were coming not from Wake, but you were coming from Spain.
Well, it was hard. Like when you go to a new place, everything hard. You don't know what's gonna be there. Like I was lucky enough; my teammates were all great. They get me here pretty good. I didn't see any of this when I decided to come to Oklahoma State. I didn't know what was Karsten Creek. I didn't know how the campus looked like. I didn't know anything because of COVID. We couldn't travel, so it was all like Zoom calls with coaches and everything. So I mean, coaches were great for me. Like they're like my second dads. Donnie and Alan, they're amazing. They try to get us better every day, and they help us as much as they can. So they were really good with me when I came here, and they helped me off through all the process. And then I have a lot of good friends on the team. We're like a really good family, second family. I'm pretty close to all of them, and have like another brother. I will say, like I never had a brother, I had a sister. So Jonas is from Germany. We came in the same year here. He came as a freshman, I came as a transfer, but we just do all our life together when we get here. So I mean, he's kind of like my brother, and we've been really, really good, and just excited for the next years here.
That's awesome. So you came here sight unseen. Walk me through the moment when you set foot at Karsten Creek and you saw everything and just how unbelievable it is, because it is one of the best courses, if not the best collegiate course in the country. So what was that like when you actually got to see it in person?
Yeah, I mean, I remember getting to Karsten and just seeing Victor Hovland putting, and then getting to my locker and just see my name beside Victor Hovland and Matthew Wolff. I was like, man, this is nice. And then just seeing all like how they treat us there, seeing the trophy hole, seeing the course and everything, what you're able to do here, and how the course, how hard is the course and how much better you can get at it. It was something unique, and I mean, it's what I dream for, and I'm very pleased for being here and for all the donors and everyone that helped us, the Cowboy Golf, to have all the things, all the good things we have, and that makes us better every day.
And also, obviously, Karsten Creek, great food out there. What's your go-to order at Karsten Creek? What do you have to get?
Yeah, I mean, the Karsten Creek food, it's amazing, and we're really, really, really grateful for having their seven meals a week. I mean, we have breakfast and lunch on the weekends, and then everyday lunch there. I mean, my goal for too, it's kind of like I try to go kind of healthy, rice and salmon, but I mean, you can eat so many good things. Like, I tried pretty much everything on the menu, and everything is great. I mean, it's something that we have there that's an advantage with other programs for sure, and it's something we're very grateful for, and I hope we stay good and we stay having lunch and breakfast there. It's very nice for all of us.
It is so nice, and I feel like if any of the listeners haven't been out to Karsten Creek yet, try to go out there for lunch. It's very good. Everything on the menu is fantastic, and it's just like cool. Like you said, the trophy hall, you can go look at that. You can look around. You can look outside, and then they have the little pro shop and everything. You can get all your swing and peak gear. So if people haven't been, I highly recommend. I would say the steak nachos.
Yeah,
are the way to go.
Yeah,
you probably eat a little healthier than I do, though.
Well, I try to. It's hard to eat healthy here in the United States when you come from Spain. That everything, all the food, it's kind of like very different from here, how they cook it and how everything. But I mean, I feel like what you said. I mean, you guys didn't go to Karsten Creek yet. It's something you guys will think it's unique. The food, the pro shop, the trophy hall, and everything everything that's over there makes it very special.
Even driving in. I mean, driving in, as soon as you get past like that first little gate, it's like you're not even in Oklahoma anymore. Not even Stillwater, but all of Oklahoma. It's just so, like there's so many trees, and there's different animals, and there's like, it's beautiful.
It's pretty, yeah.
Yeah.
Can't get any better than Karsten Creek.
Yeah, it's awesome. Speaking of the food here, what was kind of, what's like the first thing you got when you came to America when you were at Wake or something? What was the first thing you had to try?
That's a tough one. I mean, I had my freshman year, I think I gained 20 pounds. I mean,
Same.
Yeah, it wasn't great for me. I mean, I just see all this food that tastes amazing, so I was eating that every day. Chick-fil-A, Moe's. I mean, I was eating horrible, and I went up when I came back in winter break to Spain. My mom and dad said, "Holy, you get some weight," and I was like, "Yeah, I mean, something I need to work on," and I've been grinding on it. I mean, I lost, I think, 25 pounds since my freshman year, and I've been trying to eat pretty healthy. I mean, it's hard to eat healthy because, like, you just attempt to eat all those things that taste amazing. Mm-hmm. But I mean, as an athletes, and we are all athletes, and we just need to get in shape. I mean, I know golf sometimes with people that doesn't know golf, they don't really think it's a sport. But I mean, playing 36 holes like we played last week in one day with 80 degrees and hot and everything. I mean, trust me, you need to be in good shape.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard. I mean, there's a lot of injuries, and there's like you're practicing, like I said, for 7 hours a day. So I mean, you're hitting balls and everything, and your back and your body gets tired. So I mean, if you're not healthy and you're not in good shape, your body's gonna notice that, and you're not gonna play as good as you used to.
And you're walking the course. So it's not the same.
You're walking and you're carrying your own back.
Yeah.
So I mean, and you're carrying all. You need to have the balls, forking clubs, water, snacks. I mean, we do way more than people give us credit for.
Oh,
but I mean,
I couldn't imagine.
It's nice, and I've been doing good with my diets and kind of like trying to eat healthier for being safe for the season.
Yeah. What do you miss most about the food? Like, what food specifically do you miss, from back in Spain?
Well, I mean, I kind of miss everything, to be fair. I mean, I've been lucky enough that I grew up in a great house when we had someone cook for us, and we just have really nice food. But I mean, I kind of like eat like how they cook it. Like, I don't like when they put a lot of oil or they put a lot of sauces and everything. Like, I just like something more like normal, plain, and I kind of like more salads. Like, you order here a salad and you're thinking you're eating healthy, but they give you croutons, they give you parmesan, they give you extra sauce, and then you're just like over calories again. So I mean, it's just kind of like everything. It's so much different. But I will say one of my favorite things will be jamon, paella, tortilla. I mean, there's a couple of things that I miss a lot that you can't get here. But I mean, it's just kind of how people cooks in Europe is way different how they cook in here.
Yeah. Are the portion sizes different too? Is it smaller portion sizes?
Yeah, I will say so. Yeah, it's also smaller sizes, and we also have a different timing. Like, we wake up normally at 9, we got breakfast at 10, we have lunch at 3, and we start dinner like 9:10. So I mean, it's everything kind of like different, like in that style of things. So I mean, it's just interesting how the world works and how different it is. But for me, that I grew up 18 years back home in Europe, when you come here and you just see all this food and you start eating and you're gaining weight, you're kind of afraid. Every time I eat like a cookies and cream ice cream or something, I was thinking about my freshman year. I don't want to be like that or look like that. So,
but you can allow yourself.
Yeah, sometimes I get some cheat meals, of what I call it. Like every Saturday or every day, I have a good round or something, and I've been out there for 9 hours. I just give myself a little treat, some Oreos. I'm a big Oreo guy.
Oreos are great.
Oreos with milk, that's my go-to.
Double stuff or regular?
Regular. Every single morning in tournament, Coach Snow, I go for Rice Krispies with milk and Oreos. He knows my order already, so we go for that. That's my only kind of like cheat meal I do in the morning, just because I know I'm going to burn it more when I'm in tournaments and everything. So that's my go-to for sure.
I wish I could get away with eating Oreos in the morning.
Yeah.
Or ever.
I won't be as happy if they pull me out my Oreos, to be fair.
So you like Oreos, and what other kind of, like after you won in Hawaii, did you get something special to eat? Did you have a cheat meal, or did you just eat?
I mean, that day was like really emotional. I mean, I went through a lot of things the last 2 years about my putting and how good I was playing, and I was not able to finish, and people talking about it, and that I couldn't win or all that. So that day was kind of like that. Those 4 hours were more like I was still in shock. I mean, I've been working really hard to get my win, and I promise you, like working hard and finishing second. People think it's good, but I mean, for you personally, like you always want to win. So I mean, I had 9 times second in college before my win there. So it was really nice. I wasn't hungry. I wasn't anything. I was just, my phone was blowing up. That's all I knew, and I was just kind of like trying to keep my food where I was. I was the same person even if I win or not, and just trying to work hard every day to keep getting better.
Yeah, and speaking of wins, your sister, Carolina, she won her first collegiate tournament as a freshman at Wake Forest. She won it, 3 days after you? And what was crazy is she shot the same. She shot a 10 under 62 and finished 19 under in her final round to win. I mean, that's just unbelievable. How
that was crazy, to be fair. Like when I won, I obviously didn't answer all the messages, but I called my family and the group chat and everything, and I talked to her and was like, I know she was about to start a tournament, and we practiced, and we both have a great preseason, and we did everything together, like every single practice the same and everything together. So I told her I was able to do it, go there and do it, and then she went off to a couple good starts. She was top 5, got me into the last round, and they played the 36-hole day, and she was at 7 under through 12 that day, having a great round, and then they stopped them because there was not enough light. So she went to bed, and she called us, and I was like, you only need to do 3 more birdies to tie me and get the win. And she went out there and did it. I mean, it was something crazy, and I always said, like, every time I feel like I win, she wins. Like, she's like trying to be like me. Like I won in Spain couple tournaments, and she played next week, and she also did. So it was kind of like a funny thing, and I'm very proud of her. She works so hard as well. She doesn't love golf as much as I do, to be fair. She's more a girl, but I mean, she works and she likes to win as well, and she's a very competitive girl.
How crazy is it that y'all had the same scorecard though?
I know. I had this question a lot. I mean, I was like, same score in the last round. We won both by 2. She shot 19 under. I shot 19 under. Both first win is something would never happen. But it's something that happened, and I'm really proud of her. I'm super happy that she won. Something like we both wanted to do, win in college and win an NCAA. So we did the first thing, and now we need to go for the second thing.
Yeah, then win again, and both of y'all can win. That is awesome. What's it like having, obviously she's at Wake Forest, which is kind of far away, but what's it like she's in the United States with you? How special is that to have her at least in the same country?
Yeah, we talk a lot. We're really close. He always asks me for some advice. I was there, as I said, my freshman year at Wake, so I know a lot of people out there, and I know how the things are over there. So she always asks me for some advice. Like, we talk every day, and we just talk about golf. We talk about life. We talk about our family. We talk about kind of like everything. Our family is not a big fan of talking all the time about golf. I think we have enough golf when we just play golf. So when we are with family, with my dad and my mom and everything, we just try to talk about life and just another things. So it's something that I think is very nice and good for our family. Like, just golf we just give golf the importance that it has. So it's just nice to see her doing good, being happy, and hopefully I always tell her she can do the same as I do, transfer to Oklahoma State. And she always laughs. So we will see what happens.
I think that they would like that here.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Are you guys competitive to the sense of she was hoping to, win by better numbers, or you know what I mean? Like, do you guys feel like, or are you just happy when both of y'all win? Or
I don't think we're competitive in that sense. I feel like we both wanted to do great in our thing. It's good. We're lucky enough that we're not in the same. We don't play the same tournaments or everything. So we just want the best for both of us. But I can tell you, we're competitive when we're practicing and we're playing one against the other. But back home, and my dad's there watching, or my mom's watching, or our coaches and everything, we don't like to lose. So we have some rough matches. It's hard to beat. I used to beat her pretty easy when she was younger, but now she's getting better. And I need to grind to beat her, and we had a couple good matches, and she beat me a couple times for the first time this year. So I knew she has big things to do, and I'm really proud of her, and I hope she keeps doing good and working hard.
That's awesome, and I feel like that's good for both of y'all. For her to be able to play against you, and for you to be able to play against her.
Yeah, it's getting better. We're getting better. Like our psychologist says, like we're just getting better. We're pushing each other. We're just want to do what the other guys does, and we're just happy. I'm very happy to have her, and very happy to play with her and be with her every time I'm back home.
Yeah. Okay, so one of the things that SID Ryan Cameron had told me about you is that you have a pretty crazy sock collection. He said he's never seen you wear the same pair twice. How many pairs of socks do you think you have, and when did that start?
Yeah, I can't even tell. I might have more than 200 pairs of socks. I'm a big sock guy. That started when I was a junior in high school.
Okay.
I kind of started liking the style of just wearing nice clothes and then like a funny socks and everything. So I just thought I would transition that to the golf course. So I kind of wear every single round a different pair of socks, and I try to have 20 new socks every season, and I rotate every tournament. Like the ones I use in Hawaii, I didn't use them in Florida, and then it's kind of trying to rotate. So I'm a big sock guy, and I just love having different type of socks. So if someone wants to give me a present that I would like a lot, it will be a pair of socks.
What kind of things are on the socks?
Well, I have everything. I went from Real Madrid socks to golf socks to fruit socks to animal socks. I have everything. Everything you can imagine, I have it. Every sock I see on the web, or I go into an airport and saw something funny, I just buy it. So I don't know. I was laughing and I was talking to Jonas about it the other day. How much money you think I spent on socks? And I was just counting and everything, and I think I went more than $5,000 in socks. Ryan sent me a couple nice ones a couple months ago, and I just a nice type of sock, and they were $25 each sock, and I bought 12 pairs. So I was I need to go a little lower in socks. But I just think something that everyone knows me about it, and in the golf world they know about me socks, and it's something that I think I'm gonna keep doing for the rest of my life, and I like it.
Yeah, it's awesome. And you know what? In the big picture, that's not a super expensive habit. It's not shoes. It's not expensive clothes. Socks aren't the most expensive thing. So I think it's a good habit.
It's a good habit and give you a good vibe, and people ask you every morning where you're wearing, and so it's just funny. Coach, I just 5:30 in the morning when we're going to the course, first question on the band is what type of socks are you wearing today? So it's just something that talk about, and it's just something that I really like, and I think the team also likes, so it's fun.
What's your favorite pair?
That's a hard question. I will say the last ones I used in Hawaii that gave me the first win probably. It's something that they were new. They were going out there for the first time. It's some toucan socks, great toucan socks, and I got my win. So I will say those are the ones that I made the cut on the PGA Tour event Friday in Mississippi. That there's some chicken on them. So I like all of them. I can tell you the ones that I play bad that day, they don't go a lot again to the course. But I like all of them, and I'm not very picky. I just put them, and I just think it's funny to have a different ones every day.
Do you have are they super organized, in a drawer, or kind of how do you keep them? That takes up a lot of room.
Yeah, I do. I have 2 drawers only for my socks, and I put them separate, and I know I go through colors and through animals or through fruit or through sports, so I can know what I'm going to pick for the week or for the day.
So you're okay, this one I won with these ones, they'll go over here, and then do you put other ones away that you're
Well, yeah, I have 2 drawers, so I go animals and fruit and something with around food and everything in one drawer, and then sports and other little things in another one. So it depends on the tournament and where we go. In Hawaii, I went for animals and fruit because it's Hawaii, and beats and stuff and everything. And then for Floyd, I went more for sport thing.
Okay.
And I played really good in both of them.
Yeah,
so it was good socks in that week.
So the final round, they were toucans, like the bird.
Yeah, the bird toucans.
Fruit Loops?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
I gotcha.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, and I got the win shooting 62. So those will be used more times.
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe when you're on the tour one day, you're gonna frame them or something, or have some sort of shadow box collection of the socks.
If I put them again and I shoot 62 again, I probably will.
I might never take them off if I were you.
Yeah.
And then Ryan was saying you had Friends socks. Did you have the show Friends that you had socks from that show? Is that a show? Is that one of your shows that you watch, or did you just see them and you're like, these are like funny?
Actually, I watched the show and I think it's a pretty good show. But I just bought another like 20 pairs of like series and movies since I saw in the internet in Amazon actually. So I had one of the Friends socks and I had like a Mr. Bean or like a lot of things that you can imagine, or like I don't know, like Disney things like Pikachu and all these things. So I just kind of like Doraemon or everything. I have all type of them, or Bob Esponja. So I mean I have just a lot of different pairs and I use them a lot. I use more of those when I'm practicing here qualifying. Yeah. So I'm more like I don't like to use those when I'm in tournaments if they give me pictures or something.
Yeah.
But I still use them daily here, and I'm a big sock guy for sure.
What kind of shows do you like to watch? You like to watch Friends, like you just said, but what kind of shows have you watched since you got to the United States, or were you watching Friends back in Spain?
Well, I watch kind of like I'm a pretty chill. I like everything besides horror, like movies and everything. So I kind of like. I mean, I will say one of my favorites was Outer Banks. I watched it with Jonas.
It's a good show.
I remember this, and I will never forget. Last year, in our second event of the spring season, we was like laying in bed. We finished pretty early dinner. It was 5:30. It was like, let's start show together, and we started Outer Banks, and we didn't go to bed until 3 in the morning. we couldn't stop watching. So I mean, I will say that's one of my favorites because I watched it with my best friend, and it's a pretty good show, and we just like really like Madeline, the actress. So it's one of my favorites for sure, and I kind of like. Pretty much, I'm pretty chill with those things. I can kind of watch everything.
Yeah. Do you watch The Office and things like that?
Yeah, I watch some. One of my teammates watched it. I'm actually starting Euphoria now.
Euphoria, yes.
I mean, I feel like everyone is starting that, so I was like, why not? Like, I had some free time, and I just finished The Order when I was in Hawaii. It's a pretty good show. And now I'm with Euphoria, so I mean, I'm pretty chill. When I have some free time, I just start a new show, and I don't really care. Besides, it's horror. I don't like that.
Yeah, no, I feel you. Euphoria is a lot.
Yeah.
It's a pretty like heavy show.
It's getting intense. I'm getting the
Are you in the first season or the second season?
I'm in the first season,
okay.
4th episode.
Okay.
So I just barely started. I started like 4 days ago because everyone was talking about it. So
it's a good show.
My mom, my cousins, guys on the team, some girls that we know. I was like, okay, let's start this. It might be pretty good. So I mean, it's been good so far.
It's a good show. Yeah. I really like it. It's very. I don't
That's
necessarily.
A lot intense.
Yeah, I don't like to watch it before I go to sleep because it's very heavy, and I'm like, oh god, like that's deep.
And you don't want, and then you can't, you don't want, you want to go to bed, and you can't go to bed. I mean, it's just funny.
Yeah, because I'm like,
good.
I don't necessarily want like dreams about Euphoria. Yeah. Like I watched. I binge watched Yellowstone. I don't know if you've watched that show.
I hear about Yellowstone. I don't watch it, but I've heard like people that watch it can't stop watching it. I remember last semester it was every Monday, I think.
Yeah.
And every Monday I had a group chat with some friends that I have here. I was like, oh, let's go hang out and watch Yellowstone. So I never watched it, but I heard good things about it.
It's very good, but I would watch that and like binge it and then like fall asleep, and my dreams would be like in Yellowstone with like the cast and all that stuff. I'm like riding horses, and I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah. You don't want to watch Euphoria before going to bed.
No, not at all. Not at all. Well, yeah, I'm so excited you were able to come on the podcast. It was super great getting to know you. I'm so excited to see what you do for the rest of the season and your time here at OSU. So thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, thank you very much, Jessica. I enjoyed it, and hopefully the team will do great this year, and go Pokes.
Heck yeah, go Pokes. Thank you guys for listening and watching the Orange Power Podcast. We'll be right back here next week.